Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you, and I hope you all are safe and maybe you are excited for my class. So I am here to teach you SST Standard 4 Chapter 4. So today we will finish the chapter because it's the last topic, only the importance of dessert. But before starting the chapter, we will take a short look at what we have learned in this chapter from the starting. But before the chapter, starting the revision and these all, I request all of you to please stay at home and enjoy your quality time with your family members. You can enjoy like playing the ludos, carom, the video games. In fact, you can attend your online classes, and after finishing the class, once you just read your book, read the topic what we have learned, what you have learned in online classes, and whatever the homework I am giving, please go through the website and you can check your homework and complete it in your fair copy, and it should be in good handwriting. If you have not completed your holiday homework and project work, then that also you should complete it in your fair in your time, because you have lots of time. So use that time, don't waste the time, because whenever the school will open, I have all the records and I will ask the questions, in fact the homework and as well as the holiday homework and project work, then you have to show me these all, because these all marks, holiday homework marks and project work, it will add in your term 1 exam. So it's better that you can complete it on time. And after finishing the chapter, this chapter 4, again the homework, the new words and the objective types that I will upload on the website of Hartford International School. You can go there and you can check your homework in PDF, and then after you have to copy it in your fair copy, and it should be in good handwriting and legible handwriting. And please stay at home, because we all know that we are in very pandemic situation, disease like COVID-19, and it's very dangerous. It maybe kill the means you will die also. So it's better that we can stay at home, we can enjoy the time with family members, and you can enjoy your online classes also. And I might guess that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home. And I'm just starting that from the first, means from the page 26, that what we have learned in this class, means in this chapter. So I'm just going to tell you in few lines, so that please guys watch those two videos, lecture 1 and lecture 2, and you should, and please watch it. And then once the online class will over, again you go through the chapter and you can read, because it is just for general knowledge also, and maybe it will help you in the when you will go in standard 5. And if you don't have the book, then please purchase it as soon as possible. Now let's start. The chapter is what? This is the chapter of the plateau and the desert regions. Now the plateau region is what? First of all, what is plateau? Now plateau is an area of flat land which is higher than the land around it. In fact, we can also call the plateau a tableland. It extends there are several hills ranges in the plateau region: the Aravalli Range, the Eastern Ghat, the Rajmahal Hills, and the Western Ghats. The Aravalli Range, it is in the northwest. The Rajmahal Hills, it is in the northeast. The Eastern Ghats, it is in the east, and the Western Ghat is in the west. Here is some states are also there in the plateau region. First of all, the Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the eastern part of Kerala. In the plateau region, the river Narmada, it has divided the plateau region into two parts. The river Narmada, it divides the plateau region into two parts. First of all, the central highlands, it is in the north, and the Deccan Plateau, it is in the south. The central highlands, first of all, in fact the central highland, it is in the north, and the Deccan Plateau, it is in the south. Now central highland, it includes the Malwa Plateau in the central India and the Chota Nagpur in the east. The river Chambal, Betwa and Son, it originates the central highlands. It flows the northwards and joins the Ganga and Yamuna. In the central highlands river, it flows and joins the Ganga and river Yamuna. The Narmada and Tavi rivers, it begins in the Vindhya hills and flows through the westwards into the Arabian Sea. The Malwa Plateau is bounded by the Aravalli Hills in the northwest and the Vindhya is in the south. Here we can find the black soil and which is very good for growing crops like cotton and oil seeds. The Chota Nagpur has also deposit of coal, iron, magnesium and other minerals. Deccan Plateau. Now this is also a Narmada river which has divided this plateau region into two parts. The first of all Central Highlands I have explained, and then the Deccan Plateau. First of all the Deccan words, it comes from the Sanskrit word Dakshin, which means the south. Now here the plateau is what? It is bounded with the Western Ghats in the west and the Eastern Ghats in the east. They includes the Nilgiri Hills and the Cardamom Hills. Here the Eastern Ghats are not continuous as the Western Ghats. It means the Western Ghats, it is very small hills range. Rivers. Now we will talk about the rivers. The Narmada and the Tapi river means, first of all, the rivers, in these rivers we can see rivers like mostly such as Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna and Kaveri. It rises in the west and flows into the Bay of Bengal in the east. Means the Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri, these are the rivers. It rises in the west and flow into the Bay of Bengal in the east. This is because the Deccan Plateau slopes from the west to east. The Narmada and Tapi, these are the two only rivers. Just keep in your mind, the Narmada and Tapi, these are the two only rivers which flow from the east to west, not west to east. These are the two rivers only. It flows from the east to west into the Arabian Sea. Here the dam is also built to store the water, river water. Because they store water, it helps us to irrigate and also to produce electricity. The Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, for instance, it is one of the dams situated in the Kerala. Here we can find the number of waterfalls also, and one of the highest waterfalls in India, that is Jog Falls, which is located on the river Savarati in Karnataka. Next is what? The desert region. Now we all know that the Great Indian Desert, first of all the desert is what? It is an area that receives a very little amount of rainfall or no rainfall. There the temperature is very high and temperature are very low also. The Great Indian Desert, also known as the Thar Desert. It stretches Gujarat plains in the south to the border of Punjab and Haryana in the north. To its east, the Aravalli ranges. In fact, the life in desert. Now, first of all, the Great Indian Desert is very dry and sandy. Here, it gets very little amount of rainfall or no rainfall. In one river is also flowed through the Great Indian Desert. That river name is Luni, which flows through the region, through the plateau region, through the Deccan regions, and here very little water flow through all the years. In fact, in the Deccan desert areas, the summer months are very hot and the winter months are very cold. During the winter months are very cold. During the day it's get very high because the sand during the day it's get very hot, but at night it's got very quiet. So that's why the hot in the day and the cools very down quickly at night. Hot and dry winds are common here. In fact, there is a scarcity of water. That's why there is a very hardly 2 or 3 plant life in the desert. Plants such as cactus, kikar and babul, which requires very little amount that grows in the desert areas. And here we can find the mostly plants like thorny, and here water is very salty, which is not good for the plant. That's why the plant which has these all plants, they have very long root which reach deep down to tap underground water. Here we can see in some places we can see find the oasis. Oasis is what? It is a place where in desert the underground water comes to the surface. Date palm also grows, and here some villages are also situated in these oasis areas. For solving the problem of the water in the desert areas, the government has built the Indira Gandhi dams, which supplies the river through the Satluj and its tributaries. Here we can grow crops like wheat, barley, maize, jowar, bajra, and are grown in the desert region. The importance of desert. Life is very difficult in the desert, but the desert region is also known as its beauty. Life in desert is what? It's very difficult that we can spend our life in the desert region, but there the desert region, it looks very beautiful. It is known as its beauty. Now these all the topic, the importance of desert, that we will see in the next video. So please guys watch the next videos. Thank you and have a nice day.